In the world of mixed martial arts, there are fighters who rise to fame through sheer dominance. Then there are those who seize the spotlight with charisma, chaos, and an unfiltered personality. Paddy the Baddy Pimblett belongs to the latter. The Liverpudlian lightweight has flipped the UFC on its head, not just with his fighting skills, but with his unapologetically loud presence, flamboyant lifestyle, and polarizing controversies that have made him one of the most talked about figures in the sport today. But who really is Paddy Pimblett behind the camera flashes, the brawls, and the viral quotes? What does his luxurious yet controversial life truly look like? Let's step into the wild, extravagant, and often divisive world of the Baddy. The rise of the Baddy. Born in 1995 in Liverpool, England, Paddy Pimblett's journey to UFC stardom began in the streets of his beloved city. He wasn't born into wealth or privilege, but what he lacked in resources, he made up for with raw talent and unmatched confidence. His journey began with amateur fights in dingy gyms and small promotions before joining Cage Warriors, the same organization that once propelled Conor McGregor into the UFC. In 2016, Pimblett captured the Cage Warriors featherweight championship and declared himself the next big thing. He was loud, brash, and had a haircut that instantly made him stand out. Even back then, he wasn't afraid to call people out, challenge authority, or embrace a persona that blurred the lines between athlete and entertainer. But his true explosion came after joining the UFC in 2021. From his debut knockout to his dramatic weight cuts, Paddy brought drama, flair, and a Liverpool accent that left American fans both confused and entertained. Luxury redefined, from Scouse streets to million-dollar dreams. Paddy Pimblett didn't just want to fight. He wanted to live large. And once the UFC paychecks started rolling in, along with sponsorships, brand deals, and a loyal cult following, Pimblett didn't hold back. The mansion life. He recently moved into a stunning modern mansion just outside Liverpool, a sprawling estate with high-tech security, a private gym, and a garage full of toys. Paddy often gives fans a glimpse through social media, his custom gaming room filled with RGB lights, massive screens, and UFC memorabilia, his heated pool where he hosts wild parties, and his chef's kitchen where he either indulges or complains about dieting. The mansion, reportedly worth over £1 million, is a far cry from his humble beginnings. But it's not just luxury, it's a statement. A declaration that he's made it, and he's not going to be humble about it. Cars, kicks, and the clout. Paddy has a soft spot for flashy things. He owns a matte black Mercedes G-Wagon, a customized Range Rover, and is rumored to be eyeing a Lamborghini Urus next. He's also known for his sneaker collection. Nike Dunks, Yeezys, and custom Liverpool FC-themed Air Jordans sit proudly in his wardrobe. On one podcast, he even bragged about spending more on kicks than some fighters make in a fight. For Paddy, luxury isn't just about possessions. It's about being unapologetically himself, even if that means flexing hard enough to annoy critics. The controversial weight game. One of Paddy's most notorious habits and controversies is his dramatic weight fluctuation. Between fights, Pimblett has admitted to gaining up to 50 pounds, proudly calling himself Fat Paddy. Videos of him devouring pizzas, desserts, and full English breakfasts go viral after every bout. It's a lifestyle choice that has infuriated nutritionists and even UFC president Dana White. Critics argue it's unprofessional and dangerous. Paddy's response? I get fat because I enjoy life. I fight to eat, not eat to fight. While his fans cheer the relatability of a fighter who crushes burgers and posts it online, others question how sustainable or smart it is for a rising star. Still, the controversy only fuels his fame. The mental health advocate, and the fighter of demons. Beyond the bravado, Paddy Pimblett has shown another side, one that's deeply human. In 2022, after one of his fights, he delivered a post-match speech that stunned the MMA world. With tears in his eyes, he dedicated the win to a friend who had taken his own life and urged men to speak up about their mental health. That moment became one of the most powerful in UFC history. The Baddy, known for trash talk and theatrics, had shown vulnerability, and people listened. His foundation, Be a Baddy, Talk to Somebody, has since raised thousands for mental health charities in the UK. He regularly partners with mental health organizations and speaks candidly about anxiety and depression, especially in young men. But even here, controversy follows him. Critics accuse him of being performative or insincere. Paddy, in response, says, "I don't care what anyone thinks. If I helped one person, it was worth it." The trash talker and the trolled. Trash talk is an art in MMA, and Paddy's brush is soaked in sarcasm and confidence. He's called fighters sausages, roasted journalists, and gotten into verbal spats with Dana White himself. He's insulted entire cities, clowned rival gyms, and posted memes mocking other fighters' losses. But he's also been on the receiving end, hard. After a controversial decision win in 2022, many fans and fighters accused him of being gifted the fight by the judges. Hashtags like #robbery and #scouseprivilege trended online. Even Joe Rogan questioned the legitimacy of the result. For weeks, Paddy was trolled relentlessly. Did he crumble? Not quite. Instead, he leaned in, mocking the haters, doubling down on his win, and even releasing merch with "Scouse Robbery" printed across the chest. The love life, loyal to Laura. While many fighters flaunt a wild party lifestyle, Paddy has remained surprisingly grounded in his personal life. He's been with his longtime partner, Laura Gregory, for years. They got engaged in 2020 during a romantic trip to Phi Phi Islands, Thailand. Laura often appears on his Instagram, at UFC events, and even participates in some of his content. She's a model and social media influencer, and together, they've become a UFC power couple. Fans love their chemistry. They roast each other on camera, do TikTok trends together, and document their travels, from Vegas to the Maldives. Scandals, fines, and outbursts. But Paddy's life isn't all glam and glory. Controversy clings to him like sweat in the octagon. He's been fined for unsportsmanlike conduct. He's had public beefs with media personalities and journalists, calling one interviewer a clown and walking off mid-interview. In 2023, he was involved in a heated altercation at a Liverpool bar, caught on camera throwing a punch. He claimed it was self-defense, but critics accused him of being reckless. Then there's the infamous weigh-in slap incident, where he jokingly slapped a fellow fighter on the back, only for it to escalate into a brawl backstage. Each scandal adds to the mythos. Love him or hate him, Paddy Pimblett is a headline machine. What's next for the Baddy?